Hey guys, welcome to math class. How's your day going? As you guys know, I'm still new to YouTube. I'm trying to find my way and my footing. If you like the tips I've been offering, please subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. Or follow. Please, if you find a video to be cute, share it with a friend or a family, or use it for yourself. So, and definitely, if it was okay and you learned even one thing, give it a like. And last, if you have a comment, positive or negative, feel free to share it. That will help me improve also. And you can always shoot me topics that you are interested in. Anyway, let's come to today's lesson. So today's lesson is we are learning how to find the mean of a data set. And the word mean by itself just means the average number. If it was a group of students in a classroom, 30 kids, and the teacher wants to know, well, what's the mean score? He would find the mean score by number one, adding up all the scores, all the values, and then he would divide it by the number of students. And that average number is the mean. And he can say to you, well, wow, you're below the average. He can use the mean to say, ooh, you beat the average. You're way above the average. So the mean has its value in the classroom, outside the classroom. It's valuable to many people outside in the world that uses averages in their number because they always want to know what's their centerpiece. Where am I in the center? How many people are below? How many people are above? And it's valuable in itself. So again, I told you I became a math kid or good math student when I was very young because my dad would always say to me, what is the first step to solve this problem? That's my dad talking to me. And he would always check me with that, and I have to think really hard. You're right. How do I solve this problem? What is my first move? So remember when you're back in class, when your kid is in class, tell your kid to pay attention. What was the first thing the teacher did? What was the first move? What is the first step? Because if you don't know that, you can't even begin to solve the problem. And once you know that, then you move your brain to what is the next step? Where do I go from there? What's third? What's last? And for every concept, it's the same way. And that's how I teach. I tell students, what do we do first? Today, we want to find the mean of a data set. In my data set, I only gave you 4 values, 4 numbers, 4 scores. But it can go all the way up to 30. I don't have enough space. So I kept it with 4. Maybe I'll do 5 or 6 for the second problem. So step number 1 is you add up all your values. So I got 52. My marker is always yucky. Let's get a new marker in here. 52 plus 52 plus 64 plus 80. All righty? Let's add them up. 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8. I put my 8 down. I got nothing to carry over. 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 8 is 18. 18 plus 6 is 24. All righty? So I'm still looking for my mean. I added up all my values. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now remember the rule. You must divide by the number of values. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 values. So I'm going to divide 248 divided by 4. And I'm going to say 4 goes into 24 6 times. And 4 goes into 8 2 times. So my mean for these data values is 62. And that's how you find your mean. If the numbers were 10 numbers, I add up all 10. If it was 30 number, every single kid in the class, I add up all 10. So 62 is around the average. So in this particular data set, I could say 2 students are below the average and 64 and 80 is above the average. And that's why you use that number. It's a cutting in the middle. It's almost like a centering. How many kids are below the center of the data set? How many students are above? Alrighty, let's try one more and I will let you go. Finding the mean, so important. And my next video would be finding the median and ultimately finding the mode, and we'll move on. So my next set of numbers, let's try something easy because I don't want to be adding forever. 85, 75, I'm going to do 90. I'm making up crazy numbers. 60, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll add one more. I don't want it to be too lengthy because I don't have a lot of space right here. So again, here are my values. We call these our values or our scores. And the whole thing is called a data set because this is a set of data, which you can get data from anywhere. It could be scores, reading scores, math scores. It could be any set of data. It could be used also in a hospital, all right, in any walk of life. So here I know that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Step number 1, I add all my values together. Let's do that. 85 plus 75 plus 90 plus 60 plus 80. Ooh, maybe I gave myself too many numbers to add. But those are my values. I put my plus sign. I'm going to add them up. So I'm going to go 5 plus 5 is 10, right? There's nothing else here. I put the 0 down. I carry the 1. Now, these numbers are big, so you got to be careful of adding up. So let's see. I'm going to say 9 plus 1 is 10. 10 plus 8 is 18. 18 plus 7, let's do that. 18 plus 7 is 25. Okay. 25 plus 6. 25 plus 6 is 31. 31 plus 8 is 39. Okay. This portion of the problem, you can also use a calculator if you want to keep it moving. Or you can do it the way I just did it with your fingers. All right, good job. So now we have 39. So I'm going to put my 39 right here. Actually 390, not 39. I forgot my 0. So I put my 390 there, and I'm going to divide it by what? What's rule number 2? You add up all your numbers, you get a sum. You take your sum, and you divide it by your number of values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to divide it by 5. Okay, so 5 goes into 39. It goes 7 times. 7 times 5 is 35. Put your 35 down. 9 take away 5 is 4. What do? I bring my 0 down because we all know how to divide. And now I have 40, which is hard to see sometimes, and then 5 goes into 48 times. So my mean, what is the mean? The teacher says, what is the mean for this data set of values? The mean is 78. 78 is my mean. It's pretty simple. Add all the values, take the sum, and divide by the number of values. That's how we find the mean. And again, what does the mean mean? Again, we could go back to the numbers. The lowest score was a 60. The highest was a 90. So 78 is like a little center point. The mean, the average score, the average number. So the average of all these numbers is 78. Some people scored below. Some people scored above. In this particular case, we have we have two kids that was below the mean, and then we have 1, 2, 3 was above. This one was pretty close. All right, so please, if you like this video, you know what to do. Give it a like. Please follow as I grow in teaching math on YouTube. Please share, tell a friend to follow, and let's get popping with this. And don't forget to leave a comment if you like a particular tip or strategy, or if you learned something, you can just say so. Alrighty, see you in the next class.